3. We've got ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. We've got RIP takeoff. Big ups. Silverbacks are black in the building. Lots of hot topics to break down today. This is Mouthpiece Included, where we discuss politics, that's sports and politics. Today, we'll be breaking down the top 5 NBA centers of all time. A lot of talk about the Joker. We're going to be, from Wilt Chamberlain to Shaq. We're going to take a deep dive into the careers of these legendary players, analyzing their impact on the game. Sit back, relax. We're going to get started. You can stand by, you can stand down, or you can pull up as we look to unpack this and other hot topics such as the Zion trap, the truth, live. We picked a booger of the week, and Shannon Sharp's emotional farewell speech as he's freed from the Fox plantation. But if you do pull up, the link's pinned in the chat. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Pull up. Pull up. Stand by as we pay some quick bills as always. Please take this time, as I'm doing, to like, share, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get this link out here to the peoples. Yeah, big ups. Give me a sec. TATN. There we go.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fair use out there.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can
Man, why do they keep the honey around here? Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like
Oh,
a gaggle of
cheese,
girls?
Al.
The Bears.
Who wants cheese head?
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls? The Bears.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Well, guys, let's go to the swimming pool. Let's go take a shower. Let's go water skiing.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
There he is.
Be sure to bring a towel so you don't get all wet.
Be sure to bring that young towel, young mister. Be sure to bring that young towel so you don't mess around and get all wet. All right. Enough of the preliminaries here. TATN. There we go. All right, y'all. So y'all know what we on today. And remember, you can pull up or you can call in troll free 424-900-6945. That number's 424-900-6945. That number's troll free. All right, so y'all know the format. So we're gonna go ahead and get our resident Silverback in the building. Jackie Robinson's finest. Big Ace, as we look to cover top
TATN.
5 NBA centers of all time, plus hot weekly political topics. What up, fool? What's been going on? Bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Nailing down my my trip to New Orleans this young fall to see those Bears play this year.
You better check in with one of those rappers. You better check in.
I'm gonna check in with young members of the when I get there to make sure I'm straight. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Down in Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
Even though it's just the 50th time I've probably been there, and I haven't checked in with none of them some of the bitches ever. But yeah, I'm gonna check in. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I can't wait to Bears play in New Orleans this November, and the following February 24, February 25, Bears Super Bowl in New Orleans. We going back.
So
Put your money down now.
You got them back to back now.
Well, no. 24.
Well, you got them 14-3 this year. So
yeah, we're gonna be quite competitive. Yeah.
All right.
I don't have us winning the Super Bowl because of Chicago Bear hate this year, but the following year in 25, we're going back to New Orleans where the Super Bowl is going to be, and we're going to win that Super Bowl.
Y'all heard it right here. Y'all heard it from Big Perk, the Big Perk of hey, you know, I got Justin getting the MVP this season. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
Yeah. So why wouldn't they get the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Following year.
Well, he's not processing. Right. You know, he's not processing. But all right, let's go ahead and jump into it, fam. All right. You got anything to say about the Sox and the Cubs as we skip
I mean, you know, the Sox are doing their thing. They're trying out there. They're trying. That's all you can do. You're in a terrible division, both teams. So, you know, it's a lot of baseball left. You never know.
They're 29-38. They have won their last 6 out of their last 10.
Yeah.
I guess every team is trying. The Cubs are 28-37. They're 4-6, and still can't, you know, scratch a W at home. So yeah, they're trying. Are you trying to go to the game?
No. Well, you know, I would have went this past Saturday. They had some. You know, the league had some tickets, but you know, I was out of the country. Yeah, but yeah, I'd go for free anytime.
Down there in Mexico. All right, y'all. Go Cubs, go Sox, bear down. Today's hottest topic is the top 5 NBA centers of all time, but we got some sizzlers lined up for you, and we got a booger of the week. But before we get there, let's talk about the this is the Bulls / NBA segment. So I'll start out with the Denver champs, Denver Nuggets. They're the champs, huh?
Yeah, they pulled it on out. They're trying to blame it all on Jimmy Butler.
Spokester's a genius. I thought Spokester was a genius.
Yeah,
I swear I want to tell him, give me some Black and Milds and a 2-pack of Swisher Greens.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. You can only be a genius as far as your team's out there executing. And nobody was executing as far as what I saw in the game last night. It was bad basketball.
Yeah, but hey, all the colored, even Pinks. Coaches got fired for not winning a chip this season. Spokes was a genius. But go ahead. Well,
Spoelstra's, this is what, his 16th year with the Heat, and there's a 6 NBA final as a coach.
Yeah, he started out. He used to be the porn advisor to the slick-haired Pat Riley. He was in control of the video room.
Yeah,
must have got some damning evidence against him, you know, to get that job. Because I swear they wouldn't have hired anybody black who was just running the videos. And now we're going to make you the head coach of LeBron, D Wade, and Spice Bosh.
And make you a genius. Yeah, he's a genius. He's out there telling 27-year-old LeBron how to be athletic. Yeah.
Right.
Dwayne Wade in his prime about being athletic. Yeah.
So
Speaking
you
of
said
D-Wade,
they're blaming playoff Jimmy. Yeah, he was getting a little smug. Let me say that. He was smug as F throughout these playoffs.
yeah, they were going to need a hell of an effort from everybody to, especially to win in Denver, just to beat this damn team in a 7-game series. But hey, they got to win. They didn't get swept like certain teams did.
Yeah,
So,
and they made it to the finals because ever since LeBron, it's all about just getting it to the finals.
Yeah, just get there. And they could have been out in the play-in game against the Bulls, but they went and destroyed the East, made it to the finals, and just sucked in the finals. So, shout out to giving the participation trophy this year to the Miami Heat. Congratulations, Miami Heat, for participating in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, they gave out the participation trophies in the at the end of the Eastern Conference Finals. They all got their participation trophies. But I mean, using his logic in the current day analytics, you got to put Jim Kelly up there, man, on your GOATs as far as quarterbacks. That guy went to 4 straight Super Bowls. And this is what I talk to him when they speak that nonsense about LeBron's been to 10 straight finals. Jim Kelly went to 4 straight finals.
Jim Kelly had one of the best defenses in the NFL, and a stud for a running back. All he had to do was throw a couple more passes. He should have had at least 2 of those damn Super Bowls. So there's no way.
You can't take. I'm just saying. I'm using the logic of today. I mean, I can't think of another NFL quarterback, not even drop dead gorgeous Tom Brady, that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. It's got to be worth something if LeBron's getting credit for doing what he's doing.
Yeah, but the son of a bitch lost them all.
Well,
come on, even the sun is shining on the dog's
it's all about getting there. They even talk about it in modern day football. He hasn't even been to a Super Bowl yet. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't care if somebody's been in a Super Bowl.
Get there and win it. You got to win the damn game. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
We digress, but something I don't know. Let me know how the sound is because it's Jerry Rig. We're having technical issues.
You doing all right?
Listen, I've always been a big Joker guy, and I've been high on Denver. They stay with the system. I like their culture. I've been telling everybody once that kid gets back, the Canadian kid, the high yellow one, the guard, Murray. That it should be looking
Small
good.
Murray, and they waited out the Michael Porter injury. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm just gonna play a 1-minute segment from Cap TV, and just want to get your take on what I'm hearing. The question is, ultimately, is this Joker praise becoming a bit warped? It's about, here we go, Cap TV. Let me know if you can hear this.
Too low.
It's too low.
Start mixing them together, right? It's like,
Okay,
so there's some Bill Walton,
I can hear
there's some
now.
Bill Walton passing,
Let me
but
take it back. Yeah. Pickups production.
Thanks,
we're
production.
gonna have like a real honest discussion about what Nikola Jokic is doing on the court.
Oh, he's killing.
You start pulling some wild names and you start mixing them together, right? It's like, okay, so
incredible.
there's some Bill Walton passing, but better. Moses
Better
Malone's size and rebounding, maybe. Sabonis, Dirk's touch. You start adding all of these guys. I mean, like, who runs a fast break, like kind of like Magic Johnson, right? Like,
Jesus Shuttleworth.
Fast break, like kind of like Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
This is a guy who can do everything on offense. He looks like he should be slow, but somehow he's the fastest guy down. Like, he throws every pass. He makes every shot. Like he has as the kids would say, an unlimited bag.
I mean, okay, this guy's on national TV. And again, listen, we've both said we'll take Jokic over any center probably in the league right now, right? But does he run the fast break like, man? I was talking to one of my family members about this, and he was like, yeah, man, I saw him once. He had this guy on his back. Does he run the fast break like Magic in his prime? Does he ever miss a shot? I mean, does he ever turn the ball over?
He's not. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think
Is
the
he
only
as,
player.
is he as big and strong as Moses Malone? They're saying go ahead. My bad.
I think the only player that I've seen better than him in modern basketball that I can think of is probably Jesus Shuttlesworth, who lived a hard life. You know, his dad went to jail, wanted him to go to big state university. So,
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
so that's the only person I can compare to Jokic as of right now, in modern day basketball. So,
I mean,
we'll
my
see.
question, bro, okay, so he's got the touch of Dirk. He can
Yeah.
pass better than Walton. He runs the break almost as good as Magic, they said. I mean, he does it. He does run the break almost as good as Magic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't bring the ball up.
I like him. Damn it, I like him. He's a hell of a player. I mean, he's a hell of a player, man. You know, all joking aside, he's
But
a hell
this
of a
is
player.
going back to when Isaiah Thomas was calling Larry Bird the Great White Hope. Feels the exact same way because we discussed that on the show. And we both said Larry Bird was balling.
Yeah.
But what we felt was it became a bit too much.
Right. No, I mean, you know, and I kind of like the kid's sentiment. He's like, they asked him about the parade today. He's like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm going back to my shithole country and, you know, buy me some horses. I don't have time for no parade. So he's, you know,
I love all of that about him. He said he don't care about your analytics and your dumb stats.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady is the player he watched coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah, my coach used him on the game.
But if he's all this, and I want your honest answer, why is this only his first chip? And why hasn't he been being maligned up until this point about not having won one? I mean, think this was his 8th season.
Yeah, gotta this team has to be in a position to win a championship, and it's about putting all the pieces to the puzzle together to get to the Western Conference Finals with all these super teams out there to hopefully one day win a championship organically. And that's what the Great White Hope did with his skills.
Well, that's what it truly means to be a franchise player.
Yeah,
you get a chip. I would say it was because Murray went down.
I think it made them both value each other.
Murray's not getting any credit.
A whole lot more. I'm sure the Joker gives him the credit, and that's
Joker gives him the credit every second he can. This isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't. We're not calling Joker smug or anything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the media.
Yeah. Well,
this is what I'm talking about.
Why would they give any homage or any reverence to Murray when they got the Joker running around there with the speed and agility of Jesus Shuttlesworth, the passing of Magic Johnson, the ability of Bill Walton, the shooting of Dirk Nowitzki / Larry Bird. I mean, this guy, he's the $6 billion basketball player.
They didn't mention defense, and I'm supposed to ignore that. But I'm just saying, the case for Murray is, I'm not saying Murray's MVP. Joker's MVP by far. But I'm just saying, when Murray was out, they wasn't winning. Bottom line, Murray comes back, they get over the hump. And if you pull up Murray's playoff stats, I'm just saying, they're talking so much about Joker that Murray's like Pookie on New Jack City. And the poor kid's high yellow from Canada.
What do you expect? You're talking about the 2-time MVP who they wanted to give the MVP
3
again
times
this year. They wanted to give it to him again this year. But damn it, if they would have gave this son of a gun the MVP 3 times in a row, and Michael Jordan never won it 3 times in a row. Damn it. You could have canceled my subscription to ever watching basketball again.
Your free NBA ticket.
Yeah, my free.
Because I'm not paying anything extra for this shit. All right, we got one more. Big ups to Cap Team.
Case, it's the shooting, which is elite for a non-center. It's the free throw shooting. It's the passing. It's historically unique. The NBA is getting very international, and these international bigs are highly skilled. They make the flashy domestic American guards less relevant.
They make the flashy
The black
domestic
guys.
American guards less relevant.
You know, another center they think is a good facilitator, good passer is Embiid. He averages 4, and he's not nearly as durable, and he can't shoot like this. I mean, I really like Giannis, but Giannis shoots 27% from threes. He shoots 64% from the free throw line, and he doesn't pass like this. But in your
So he starts out talking about that's Colin Cowherd, how the game's gone international, but then he starts talking about Yannick and Embiid as though they're not the same type of international players. I'm just
Right.
wondering just what Colin Cowherd is trying to say there.
Yeah, they're no way.
Correct. You know, and the flashy guards, the Michael Jordan types, you know,
Yeah,
the Kobe
yeah.
types, the Kyrie types, the John Morant types, you know, those.
The athletic.
We're gonna go back to a league of the non-athletic ones, you know, like the kid on the Lakers who we both like, the forward who knows how to flop. Tell you what, flopping should be a stat.
Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a whole league, and big ups to Brown. He hooped for Denver, one on every level.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
that
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
But you're gonna have a
Yeah.
whole league of that, and your viewership is gonna continue to go down.
I don't think they're concerned about the viewership. They just want to sell jerseys. People are coming to the games. They're paying top dollar for playoff tickets. I guess the advertising revenue is up. So, why would they care about the basketball purists when they got these guys running around doing their thing? So, I don't know.
Yeah, big ups to Joker in Denver. They're killing the Golden Goose. Fred Van Fleet. He's a free agent. I know you like to take calls, Ace. You taking calls on Fred Van Fleet if you're the Bulls GM?
No, I'm not paying that son of a bitch $30 million. You
Is
gotta
that-
know. I mean, he's making close to that now.
Well, no, I'm not giving him $30 million, but I'd give him 20, 25 million. Slide him in there at the 1. You can have him with Zach LeBedress and what else are they doing with the money? You know, and
Yeah, it's not
DeRozan.
yeah, I don't think DeRozan likes him.
That's why he left.
Oh, I can't say that. They traded DeRozan.
Sources say, unconfirmed sources say DeRozan was traded because of his.
They
He
can't
didn't
get
like
along
Van
with
Fleet.
Fred. Yeah. That'd be absolutely nuts. But
And he should be doing commercials for a van company that does fleets.
Van Vliet Travel,
Yeah.
Van Vliet
Yeah.
moving service. Yeah.
Yes. We're not
he
going to
making-
steal all your stuff and rummage through your boxes.
He making killing here in Chicago. Besides playing ball, it'd be Van Vliet, Van Vliet touring in recovery weekend.
We got a whole Van Fleet of trucks out there. Well, I'm
Oh,
interested. I mean, we're making light of them. I'm
Yeah.
interested. And that Kobe Whitehair could be my microwave off the bench. You know, my spark plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quality minutes.
They act like they don't know how to use that guy. They don't, I don't know. I
Well,
think
they
we still got-
drafted him, and then they start complaining about all the things he doesn't do.
Yeah, he doesn't do all this.
Why are we drafting these people if we have no intent using them because they don't do certain things?
Right, man. We want this guy to shoot. I mean, he's
Right.
been shooting ever since he got in the league.
He's been shooting since Jackie Robinson West Little League.
Yeah, get somebody else out there to play defense and hack if that's what you. I mean, nobody plays defense. Why are you concerned about this guy not being able to play defense?
Talking about he turns the ball over. Yeah, but if he's got 24 points, 8 assists, and 4 turnovers, I can live with those numbers.
Yeah, I'll work something out. But you need scoring. You need 3-point shooting, and he provides all of that.
Van Fleet, yeah, veteran leadership. He's been to the playoffs. He's played with DeRozan.
He's got
you
a
know
chip.
what I mean? Yeah, and he's played with DeRozan.
Yeah, he played with the Clark.
If you're going to keep this team together and be talking about it's not a rebuild, you got to do something like this, Ace, or blow it up.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know what the hell they're doing on Madison and Pulaski or wherever the hell the Bulls play at. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Either you're going to blow this team up, which they should have done, or you got to make a major move. You got to get some young talent, which you can't do. Young leaping talent, young big men, which you can't do because you don't have any draft picks for the next 5 damn years. Or you got to go out there and find some free agents and find them somewhere to fit into your salary cap now that you're maxing out this other your guy, Zach LeBeres, who's offended that they're shopping him and that huge albatross of a contract he has, for getting 20 points a game or 25, whatever the hell he does.
Bro, your boy Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
So the Bulls management is considering, getting that exemption for the player not, being able to play anymore.
Yeah.
But it's a taboo. They're afraid to hurt the players around the league's feelings, Clutch Sports Management. We're not saying it's them and all of their minions. They'll be upset with a team that uses his right, just like a player option, uses his right. I mean, this guy's still going to get his money to cut him off the roster and not be counted against their salary cap.
I mean, come on.
Man, let me say this. I'm going to say this now. F Clutch Sports, if that's F LeBron James, Chris Paul, whoever else is running the Players Association. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are so stupid.
Right. Yeah, this guy be on the first damn thing smoking to get him out of town. Well,
you think Pat Riley would care about the other players' feelings in the league?
No.
No.
Yeah. I don't know who the general manager, president, Arvinas Sabonis is thinking of, especially first when he secretly re-upped the coach when we had a lot of coaching talent out there and coaching the talent that became available.
Hey, look at all this talent that became available. They could have went out and got Mark Jackson before they got who we got.
Yeah, I'd have been on the phone with Boston. Or not even Boston. You should just call the coach like, man, this shit's almost over. What are you going to do? We like to have you in Chicago. Jerry Reinsdorf is the owner. If he's got somebody you want to sleep with, he's probably paying them anyway. So, there's no way that, I wouldn't be talking to these guys around the league that's got experience in the NBA finals, experience winning championships. And, I really got nothing against Donovan, but he hasn't gotten it done in the NBA. That's all.
Yeah, Donovan, I think I have heard him talking about himself in the third person. He's one of those type guys. Once they, I don't like that shit. Once they start that shit, they ain't already got 2-3 chips on every level. you on the first thing out of here. But speaking of players though, there's some talk, and I've been saying from the jump, LeBron wants to get his guys around him. He wants Kevin Love back. He wants Kyrie. He's already got the Kim Kardashian curse dude back on the team.
Yeah.
And, that's what his fit is when he was pouting at the end of the season.
Yeah,
they're saying they're talking about not extending AD. Now, we don't care about the Lakers, but if you're well, first of all, would you extend AD if you were in their situation? And second question is, are you taking calls? Are you making calls if you're the Bulls?
Yeah. I mean,
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
man. For a hometown product, and plus, come on, man.
Thank you. For a hometown product, he's made his money. He ain't
And
won
he's got-
nothing yet, but you
but
better
he-
sell him something. You can sell him a dream.
Yeah, he's dream. Get him a.
I'd
Get
have
him
Scottie Pippen show up and tell him, man, you better than Michael Jordan ever was.
And Michael was a horrible player. And if we can work out together in the Breakfast Club, and I can teach you, I can show you how to become better, stronger, faster. I'm one of the Bulls greats. I'm an ambassador for the Chicago Bulls. Let's get it done. Sign. I'm gonna put my name right here on this friendship contract. Scottie
Yeah, I'm
Pippen.
calling because I think, if LeBron is upset, LeBron might be okay taking the DeRozan and that guy from that shithole country we got our center in the sign and trade deal.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, and package up. We can give him Kobe White, give you some more talent running around there with some melanin.
I don't want to give up Kobe White.
Not for AD. Come on. The national pundits are saying he's a top 5 player in the league. We're talking Kobe White here.
Yeah, but the Lakers are over a financial barrel. They'll let that guy go. You can put some of them other bums together and keep Kobe White's young, and he shoots. He's got a demeanor that I like. We got several other older bums on the team we can get rid of.
Here's my speech to AD's team. It's clutch management though. That's what makes it a little difficult.
Oh yeah.
Look, why don't you stop being LeBron's boy toy punching bag? You're getting scapegoated out there. Did you know you could still own your home in Los Angeles and rent one in Chicago? Did you know we got a barber who can trim that brow up and you can have 2 eyebrows? This would be, no, I'm serious. Come on home to the city of Chicago, and you can potentially get your statue out there in front of the United Center. This would be my speech to him. Stop being a scapegoat. You was getting 4 times. You average 14 boards, like 25 points against Joker. You know what I'm saying? 2 free blocks a game. We value that. And talk to. I had Zach LeBert rest. And you can take any day off you want. All you got to do is tell me your back hurt. He'll be right there in front of me. My back hurt right now. You know what I'm saying?
People be like, yeah, you get your own liquor here, but you can't get your own liquor brand too here. You can get your your own. You have your own 40 ounce in every stuff.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, I'd take a guy like AD, but I hear you. But I'd pretty much give them whoever they wanted. They would probably want DeRozan because that would look good at, DeRozan gets you some buckets in them playoff games. Oh, yeah. Especially out west. You know what I'm saying?
That mid-range game, those some bitches running around, flying past him like, oh my gosh, he dribbled past me. What do I do?
They'd have our big shit old center, and they'd have Kobe White come off the bench. Man, we had AD and Zach LeBert rest. You can push for a chip, but Zach LeBert rest and AD.
And if LeBron doesn't like it by the middle of the season, he can get rid of them some bitches and get you some more players. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I listen, AD, I take the risk. All right, but we got the truth live. And if you're out there, Paul Pierce, you should start a podcast and just call it The Truth Live. I'd give you whatever you want, have it all sitting right there for you. Get a bunch of IG masseuses. I'd have, what's his name?
Handy J.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, line him up with some of his Instagram girls. It might even have a table there and just sit there and just have him go live. You know what I mean? No topics, just let him go. But we set it up. Let me play the video and then we'll get some banter.
All right.
Famous and makes tons.
We'll leave it there. Yeah, he was saying he's got a girlfriend for the day, and he had her on KG's podcast. And I think KG is married. You see, KG was like, "Come on, man, we're watching the game."
Come on, dude. Like, hey,
we live.
hey.
He kept saying we live.
This ain't the show, man. This ain't the show, man. We live.
We lie. He was saying it. People can see that. And dudes like, yeah, you can get a girlfriend for the day. I mean, I don't know if he was saying like you talking call girls. Like, is this legal?
Yeah,
Like,
he was saying that. He's already been caught.
Yeah.
On Instagram, smoking herb and with
Yeah,
his wives for the girlfriends for the day.
Girlfriends for the day. That's why he lost his job, I think, with ESPN. But then he even said something about, man, we can get some work. I'm like, man, like I said, talk your ass off. He's a single man. He's got a whole lot of money. I'm not gonna say what I would be doing and how I'd be rolling. He ain't beholden to nobody's plantation right now.
Right.
But his boy is. He's got to respect and honor that. Like, I can't come up to your job. You know what I'm saying? I don't work here. You know, fuck them. Yeah.
Who's that one there? Oh yeah, she's got ass and titties. Woo!
You ain't tell me about her. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know, but like I said, I ain't playing both sides. You know, when I saw it, my only issue was that he came on somebody else's podcast who's probably married and pulled it publicly. That was my only issue. I don't have no problem with how he living his life. It ain't none of my business.
It's none of our business, but you know your guy is mainstream media. You know, yeah, he can do his podcast, he can do his live streams. But
he brought the girlfriend for the day on the show. What kind of security does KG have, man? I don't care who she is. You only know how long she only. But go ahead, hit the head off camera on the podcast.
I mean, KG's like, she's off camera.
She'll be filing a lawsuit talking about somebody did this and that, man. You got to watch you bringing around that spot, man. But go ahead, bro.
You can catch a glimpse, but come on, man. Come on. But you have been in professional media, so
he's 40 something. I think he ain't 20 something. He's go ahead. Yeah. Like, that's what's making it bizarre.
Yeah. Well, he had something, of course, before the show. It was either he didn't have,
booger sugar pills, something.
Big booger sugar or whatever that he
that
shared.
Was booger sugar talking, allegedly, in my opinion. I know booger sugar when I hear
it. Right. So to put yourself in that position, well, not yourself, but your boy. And he's telling you. And I'm sure he's told you things.
Bro, they stopped filming for a minute. They had to cut the live stream.
We gotta edit. We gotta do an edit of the live stream.
KG, I would love to know what KG said to him when that camera went off.
Hey, I was trying to tell you, bro. We on.
Man, my kids watching this, man. You talking like we in a locker room after game 5.
Right. We can do this in my my other house, or at your crib, but we're live.
Oh man. Hey, he said that first incident you talking about. He said he wasn't doing nothing but getting his hair cut. And he had all the girls around and they was giving him massages. I'm telling you, it was straight up. He was justifying it on that podcast with Brandon Marshall. He was on there. Yeah. He said, and then so one of the guys was like, "Well, why'd you go live?" He was like, "Well, I was just showing my haircut." This dude is rolling around like Pookie.
Yeah. Bishop Magic Don Wine or something.
Let me show my haircut. But again, bro, if he get a podcast where it's just that, I swear I'm tuning in every night.
Paul Pierce is a nightmare live.
Paul's truth. Paul's truth.
Paul's true. For sure. Yeah.
I mean, this is a Hall of Famer. I bet you Donald David Silver, whatever his name is, he's rolling over in his grave trying to figure out how they can get involved.
I tried to get this son of a bitch out of the league when he got stabbed and shit. Went to the nightclub and got stabbed.
Oh, and that's another thing. He was showing his jury. I'm like, didn't he already get robbed? That's what I was thinking. He's like, no wonder you getting robbed. Man, I'm full. I'm walking around and I'm just with her. I met her today.
Where you at? What time the show over? It's live, huh? It's live. Live. He probably go
That
on his
girlfriend for the
Instagram.
day.
Go on
She dropping his
Instagram.
location everywhere he go.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
got the
Here we go.
jury.
Yeah, he's got the $50,000 Rolex on and a diamond chain.
And no
Yeah.
security.
Yeah, come on, dude. You got to do better. Or
Yeah, I agree.
or maybe KG told once they edited live, like you got to get rid of her. You're gonna stay with me. I'm gonna get you to the crib, and you finish this session off later on. If she's still available.
You need to get yourself some help.
Like, man, I'm rich, baby. I'm rich. They should have never gave you niggas money.
Hey,
Ooh-wee.
but it
Yeah.
reminded me of that South Park episode though,
Mhm.
when they was talking about sex addiction. That's when all the celebrities was getting caught up.
Yeah.
And the man was like, "Yeah, it's scientific," and they had all the doctors. It's a sex addiction. And
And they
then
go-
the guy be there next to his wife. Yeah, these guys are addicted. Then he'll look over, look over at his girl. That's what it felt like. Your boy was going through. Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. And then your boy was like, "Come on, KG. I thought you KG. What's up?" He's like, "Come on, man. We live." He kept standing, man. Like everybody can see us.
Yeah, and they end up going to rehab. Sex addiction rehab. I'm straight now. I went to rehab for that.
Yeah.
My lawyer said this is the best route for us to go.
Hey, they even had your boy Ben Roethlisberger. Hold on, I got some of it here. I shouldn't have stopped the video.
Famous and makes tons of money, use that to try and have sex with women. I went on the website. Normal healthy male thinks only of sex occasionally and has no desire for sex with multiple partners. That's what you treated.
Shout out to production. Shout out to production.
Ben Roethlisberger. Turd in the punch bowl. Turd in the punch bowl. They had your boy Ben Roethlisberger talking about, "Don't take girls in the bathroom."
Ben was a special Hall of Fame type quarterback who uses his ability as a quarterback to help the people of the United States of America achieve their dreams of watching football on Sunday.
He's a winner. He's tough, smart.
He's smart. He can process the situation.
Stand back there in that pocket, get racked up.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
All right, well, let's push on. On. All right, Shannon's farewell speech.
Emotional.
Now, when you listen to this, I want you to do a thought experiment, Ace. Imagine this is a slave who's finally leaving his master, right? I just want you to listen.
Skip Bayless, you fought for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm here because of you've allowed me to share the stage with you. You allowed me to share the platform. The opportunity that you gave me to become what I became, I'm forever indebted to you. I'll never forget what you did. You helped me grow more than you ever know.
Okay, this is not easy for me either. But
One more thing before you go. One more thing. All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.
Which is why I want to thank you for all you have given to me. When I first took this job and I said, I believe he can do this. And did you ever? This is a happy, sad moment for me because I look forward to your next great achievement. And But tonight, I just want you to know.
Man, it seems like their relationship was ancestral. When you lay your head on that pillow at night, I want you to know I gave you my everything, bro. And the whole thing they was talking about, he was talking about Skip or something. I want to thank you for not taking a sick day. You know what I'm saying? Not one sick day. Interesting. I mean, he's a class act, that Shannon Sharp. I have a theory here, there, fella. I think Shannon Sharp had to do that in order to get out of his contract. You know, be able to take the Shannon show with him.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a white guy do that when he was leaving the show. I'm just gonna be 100 with you.
Yeah, they just show up at the next show, get the whole staff together, cash that first big check, buy another house, you know. But
they don't do that on camera.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You might have been with a company and worked with people a long time. You tear up on your way out of there, you know, knowing that you're not going to meet these people anymore. But, I mean, when do they say, Ace, this would be good for the company. We're going to run you out here. We're going to do a bit with you when you're leaving the company. You know, sit here and talk about the opportunity that the bosses gave you and how you wouldn't be here without them. And when they lay their head to bed on their pillow tonight, you want them to know that you gave them your everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What day I got to be there for that? Let me know. Is that going to be after the last check or before the last check? But let me know. I'll figure it out from there.
Bro, he pulled his daughter out there and put her on national TV. I did this for y'all.
Yeah.
It was like a Hall of Fame speech.
Hall of Fame monkey. I mean, indentured servant speech. I finally made it out the plantation, boss. And if you need me for anything else, just let me know.
Boss, I wouldn't be in America if it wasn't you. That's what happened on Juneteenth, Ace. I wouldn't be in America, boss, if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you go to sleep tonight, boss, I'm not saying everybody, just the house. And when you go to sleep tonight, boss, I want you to know I gave you my all out there in that cotton field.
Skip. Whatever I need to do, Skip, I appreciate the opportunity you gave me, Skip. And
Skip. Go ahead.
One day I'm gonna be able to repay you, Skip. And you're gonna be on my show.
Thank you, boy.
You're gonna be on my show.
I'm Skip.
Thanks, Skip.
Yeah. I mean, that seems scripted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that seems scripted.
I'd have went back to the day when he told him to put his glasses back on. Oh, you son of a bitch! I was waiting for this day.
Right. If I'm gonna be crying, and you're right, and I was gonna knock the shit out of you, Skip. Right.
Absolutely. But you know, that was Shannon's farewell. If that's the way he needed to go out to preserve his love for Skip on the show and dignity, then it is what it is.
They talking about putting your boy on there. He's made Booger of the Week. LaShawn McCoy. He already working with them. Yeah. Oh, he's good. I think he's gonna booger it up more than
oh
Shannon.
My goodness. He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect.
He want that money at all costs.
Yeah, he blew his NFL money by running his mouth too damn much. But now he got the opportunity to get on the other side of Shannon and let Shannon, help him into a chair, whatever they do on the show. Yeah. That'd be a great sidekick to Skip.
It would be. I'm interested in seeing how that play out. They're saying Skip having trouble finding a replacement. All right, but the hottest topic is the top 5 NBA centers of all time. All right, Ace, Booger of the Week. Booger of the Week. This is our last segment before we get into the hot topic.
Booger of the Week.
Conor Booger McGregor.
Yeah. My man.
Conor Booger McGregor. I just want to read you some of this.
Yeah.
Okay. If the
Yeah.
Miami Heat beat the Denver Nuggets on Monday night, they'll head back to Florida, and their mascot, Bernie, will be there to cheer him on. Bernie will be okay despite taking the worst of what was supposedly a friendly mock fight against UFC champion Conor McGregor during a planned promotion for the fighter's pain relief spray on Friday. That's probably the deer antler spray.
Yeah.
Which went awry when the mascot was actually injured. In a video of the incident during the third quarter, McGregor squared off against the mascot, first punching him in the head and then punching him again when he hit the ground. McGregor then doused the mascot with his spray before Heat staffers pulled Bernie off the court by his legs. It wasn't revealed until after the game, however, that Bernie was actually hurt in the altercation. The man inside the mascot costume was taken to an area hospital, received real pain medication, and was released to go home per the publication. Yeah, so what if that was Mike Tyson? What if that was any black UFC fighter?
Well, I mean, you know, they're saying this guy, yes, he's a professional UFC fighter,
Uh-huh.
and he's 5'3", 140 pounds.
Uh-huh.
So they, you know, they're thinking that he can't really hurt anybody, but come on, he's a professional fighter.
The guy went to the hospital.
Yeah, well, you know, why not? I went to the hospital too. At work, you let this crazy son of a gun come and beat me upside my head and do whatever. Try and put some of them UFC moves on me. What is the mascot getting paid? Like $25 a game? Yeah, I'm finna cash out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I just listen with Connor's record, and your boy Shannon is gonna break it down. But when they cover talking about this crazed pink man who has a history of doing shenanigans and nonsense, comes out here in an NBA game in front of everybody's kids and sucks the crap out of the mascot.
A lot of kids loved it.
It's a big joke. You know what I mean? I think 12 should be involved personally, but here we go. Let's get 12 involved. Kill your kid.
They're in Denver. They're in Denver. Denver, Colorado, you know.
No, they was in Miami. They was in Miami.
It was in Miami. Nobody really cared.
I bet you they'd have cared if he was black. All right.
Oh, yeah. It was Sugar Ray Leonard or Mike Tyson out there beating up their damn mascot. Conor McGregor, they write it off like, he was probably had a pint of the Irish whiskey and
Look how he hit him. And then hit him like that when he was on the ground again.
You gotta sue the son of a bitch. You got
he got booed.
Yeah, he got booed. Yeah, Miami kicking the shit out of the mascot.
Send him to the hospital.
Well, you got to sue this guy. It's absolutely
I want to see black internet go in on these people because if this was some sort of color, everybody from Kwame Brown to Jack the Ripper would be what's his name? Candyman would be on the internet right now talking about this. Yeah, he's a thug and he's making a whole people look bad.
Right, but to come out there and it get blown over as a joke because he's in this mascot costume is absolutely ridiculous. But you got a late arriving crowd. They're not really concerned about the mascot or the Heat, I don't believe, but they kicked the shit out the mask.
And went home.
Come on, NBA, you gotta do better than this, especially on a pre-set-up event where this guy is coming out. You don't let him beat up your mascot to the point where he's got to be dragged off the court. Who knows? He might have been unconscious in the uniform. So
Hey, he could have broke his neck. You know, that's all I'm saying. I mean, you know, we could talk the what ifs and the worst case scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would like to see if that was Michael Irving, this would be a whole big deal, and they'd be talking about the history of him doing stuff. Connor has a history. He's been, you know, charged with violent crimes in the past.
Yeah, they tell him, we're not gonna go much further, but yeah, I don't think you want to drink anymore. We're gonna take a drug and alcohol test.
Correct.
Why the hell you beat the hell out of our mascot?
If that was Kyrie Irving, he'd had to come out and apologize to everybody so he didn't lose all his endorsements. You know what I'm saying? And he'd had to denounce violence. He'd had to denounce anti-Semitism.
Yeah,
you know,
go see his rehab counselor. All of that.
Had to go to rehab. They had to be in a new cycle, but they knew they had to show it, but they spent it as a joke, and it was hilarious. Same thing I would have said if it was a colored. I'd been like, yeah, and if I'm a Denver fan, you know, I'm even more excited about those. I'm just talking the hypocrisy. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We do it to ourselves, though.
Right. But you don't invite this guy here to come in and beat the crap out of your mascot, walk off the court. I mean,
you know he's a violent felon.
Yeah, lock him up. We keep him in New York and screw him out of a little coin to the point we got tired, and then we could have prosecuted again. So,
Scumbag. I think Miami PD, since they love to sniff their nose, they was looking out here in LA to charge Will Smith for slapping the fire from
Jada.
No, it wasn't Jada. He slapped fire from
Chris Rock.
Pookie.
Yeah.
I'd have made him dress up like Pookie every time I see him, and you're gonna dress up like Pookie every time. You know, this guy was banned from the academy for 10, 20 years. 5-0 was getting involved. This is a professional fighter who could literally kill a person with one punch, right? With a violent felony history.
Yeah.
Punching. And 12 ain't even looking at film and investigate.
No interest. Everybody said it was okay. The mascot signed the NDO and the disclaimer agreement, whatever he needs to sign, and we're gonna
mascot about to get paid. They said they gave that Mark some pain medicine and sent him home from the hospital. He about to get him a slick talking lawyer. Boy, I'd be on 73rd and Narragansett. I go over on Commercial in the Verdoliak Boys area. Give me one of the fast talking Bass Eddie. Yeah, they gave me pain medicine, but I'm addicted to it now. My neck hurts.
I'm going 1-800-PAIN. I can't make it. I broke my neck. He broke my neck and my back. I settled out of court for $100 million.
I can no longer be a mascot. That's my passion.
He cut off my manhood. I can't do what I used to be able to do. I think I can do with my wife.
I'm afraid to put on my mascot uniform now. You know, when I put on my mascot, I just think anybody gonna hit me.
I get the shakes. I feel Conor McGregor is gonna come behind me and end my life.
All right. Well, that was just a thought experiment, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to it, Ace. Because I'm interested in knowing, because it's been a lot of talk about Joker being on the top 5 centers of all time list.
Slow down.
Well, I just wanted to take a look at it. First off, I know you compiled your list. What type of metrics did you use? What types of things were you taking into account as you were deciding?
Melanation, dominance, and height, and championships. I mean, all the things that a super dynamic center should give you, a Hall of Fame center should give you.
We're talking top 5, not just Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So, top 5, they're all in Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, I think, the order you will have them in.
But those are your metrics. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You had some of the same ones I had. I got defense. I didn't hear you say that. Surprise.
No. I mean, well, truthfully, with these particular centers, I think the era that they came in, defense was a given. So
No, I hear you. Well, I'm saying overall, when I'm analyzing the center position personally, for me,
I got you.
defense, number one.
All right.
Offense, you got to have some sort of patent. You got to be able to get me a bucket. You got to be able to establish yourself down there in the post where I can get you the ball. You did mention chips. You did mention that. That's on my list. MVPs is on my list. Finals MVPs. And of course, you were mentioning melanated, like, breeding with the big thighs. So
Yeah.
I didn't call it melanation, but I called it size, athleticism. I may even go Colin Coward's dog whistle and say flashy. Those flashy black guards are no longer necessary to be giving these checks to.
Well, this is a center position, but if you want to bring out Jimmy the Greek, I think I can get him on the troll-free line to finish the show.
All right, Ace, so let's do it. So what we're going to do is as normal, we're going to give our list. And then what we're going to do, Ace, who's ever number one on your list gets 5 points. Who's ever number one on my list gets 5 points. Then we're going to add up the players' points, and we're going to come up with a combined list of the top 5. Got this? All right. So number 5 on your list, Ace, your 1-pointer. Do you have an honorable mention? They don't get any points, but you can do an honorable mention here.
No. I mean, there are some, but damn it, we're going to the top. We're going to the top 5.
Top 5. Yeah, all right. My mention, just to let you know, my honorable mention is the Joker. All right. Honorable mention, but that's my honorable mention is the Joker. But that's 0 points. Just let everybody.
I mean, for shits and giggles, I had him on here under pink for honorable mention. I mean, the guy's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
By the time his career is over,
it's ... You're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're talking about as of right now today.
Yeah.
I got Joker. He's number 6. He's my honorable mention. He's a 0-pointer without his triple double.
Yeah.
And you have no honorable mention.
Honorable mention, no. I mean, I don't give him. I can't make him a 6.
That's who a 6 is. Your honorable mention. Whoever your 6 is. No. Who's behind your 5th? Gotta have somebody. All right. Well, who's your 5th? All right, no honorable mention. Who's your 5th? Your 1-pointer on your list.
My 1-pointer is the Dream.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Phi Slamma Jamma, University of Houston.
He didn't get it done there.
Yeah, I know. Damn it, Houston. What the hell he play?
North Carolina State, Jimmy V. You got to believe that's when they got that alley-oop at the end on the airplane.
He was Phi Slamma Jamma.
Yeah, Phi Slamma Jamma.
Yeah.
But North Carolina State beat them in the chip.
Yeah, they cheated.
They did.
They gave the kids the booger sugar and said, go out there and kill them.
And the refs were awful, for the record.
Yeah.
All right, but you got Hakeem the Dream.
Yeah.
As your number, you said your number 5.
He's my number 5. Yeah.
He's a 2-time NBA champion and one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game on both sides of the ball. He's had 2 NBA Finals MVPs during Jordan's absence. And Ace, he only got 1 MVP. That man only got 1 MVP, bro.
Well, I mean, it was
that's some bull. I'm watching Jokic get 3 straight.
You would think he would only have 1 MVP because of the proliferation of MVPs that Jordan was getting at the time. But it was just the league, Jordan hateration, and the willingly.
And he was a big Nigerian. Because the league don't vote, the writers vote.
Yeah.
The little analytics guys.
Yeah, but yeah. But there's no way. Yeah. I mean, it was Mike's era. There's no way Mike only got 2. So and we all know that. 2 in a
Mike
row.
got more. Yeah, exactly. 2 in a row. No,
Yeah.
I hear you. And then what happened? No, the Mike effect did affect him because by the time Mike stepped away, they felt like they had to give, Barkley had to get his.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? They had other
yeah.
players that they were trying to give him to. So, my number 5 is Cap. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is my 1-pointer. He previously held the
Oh,
record for most points scored in NBA history.
yeah.
He's currently has the most scored by a center. He had a patented sky hook, and he was a decent shot blocker and rebounder and defender in his prime. So
Okay.
mine is Kareem. That's my number 5.
All right.
He gets me. He's a 1-pointer. I'll go ahead with my number 4, and then we'll go to you. My
All right.
number 4 is. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, okay. My number 4 is my Noop, the late great Bill Russell, who's never won a Finals MVP, but yet they named the Finals MVP trophy after him.
Yeah.
He won an unprecedented 11 chips in 13 seasons, 0 Finals MVPs, which is pure racism. He had
Mhm.
5 overall MVPs, season MVPs. So Bill Russell is my 2-pointer. Yield to the Nope, chapter invisible. Who's your 2-pointer at number 4?
My 2-pointer at number 4 is Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. I put the Stilt at number 4.
Ah, you going with another one of my friends, Wilt
Yeah.
Chamberlain. Another Noop in there. So
Yeah, I mean, he unfortunately was on a lot of teams that didn't win the whole shebang, and they changed the rules because of his height and dominance of the game at the time. But he's my number 4 for greatest centers of all time.
Big Stilt still holds and held numerous records and was one of the most dominant players of his era. One Finals MVP, and he won 4 overall MVPs. Wilt the Stilt. Okay, all right. Go ahead with your number 3.
My number 3 formerly held the scoring title for the entire NBA. Won on every level. But we're talking about the NBA's greatest centers. So, but he's number 3 on my list as
Christian
Kareem.
Laettner. Laettner.
Oh, Laettner. My Kareem Abdul Lou Alcindor-Jabbar.
Cap. So Cap is your number 3, and he's your 3-pointer. Okay. I can't argue with that. Cap is on my list. He was on my list at number 5. Your Chamberlain is number 4. And then you had Cap. Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting. This is shaking out pretty interesting. So we're down to my number 3. All right. My number 3. Because you guys, Fushniks is the greatest rappers all the time. Fushniks. Shaq, Diesel, Kobe, you better stop talking that shit because I'm just Kobe. Ain't gonna work out to the middle of the season. Shaq, who dominated the NBA with its opposing darkness, his melanation, his size, his strength. 3 Finals MVPs, and another slight ace that I didn't realize. Shaq only got 1 season MVP. If you want to talk about we don't know what's in their heart, but that's some racist shit to the writers. That's racist. And I don't care what black players they was giving it to. That's some racist shit.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Shaq he changed the structure of the backboards and, changed the game.
Well, he couldn't shoot free throws and he didn't have touch like Dirk.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But that's the only thing you could do was try to keep him from carrying you from off the floor into the rim. Because he was Shaq the Diesel. The offense the Lakers was running, I think I would have had. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't win more championships. They keep talking about how great fucking. Well, they had other coaches before they brought in Phil the meditators in racist Jackson, but yeah, they should have won more. You know, he even should have won in Orlando, especially when Mike left and retired. They should have won at least one chip. That's what Ho Grant promised.
Big Ho. Yeah, he promised too.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing against the Diesel. That's my man's. That's my man's in them, and he's a great businessman, which they really hate nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, he got 2 Finals MVPs, and you know what I mean, and I think he's got 4 chips.
Yeah, but he should have more Finals MVPs. But he's a big black guy, and they counted his size and physical ability against him. Yeah.
Correct.
But
they don't count LeBron's size and Jokic's size against them.
Yeah, I mean, how do you do that against a 5 position?
Correct.
One of the greatest physical specimens of all time in the NBA. So I don't understand.
Correct. Yeah. He's just bigger and stronger than everybody. That's the only reason he wins. Well,
can't process it. You can't process it. If he wasn't bigger and stronger than everybody else, if he wasn't 7 foot tall, 300
7-game series in this Shaq. If Shaq Lakers was playing against Jokic in his prime.
Oh yeah.
What was assuming Jokic got the numbers that he got?
Yeah.
What numbers? You can't hand check and all this and that.
Yeah.
What numbers do you think Shaq's numbers would have looked like if he played in the 2023 finals featured against Jokic?
Well, I mean, Jokic couldn't finish the game because of the foul situation and the bull oysters in his mouth from Shaq dunking on his ass. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Shaq would probably average 40 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists in a series like this.
He's thinking like, man, they gave this guy 2 of my MVPs, and they're talking about he's going to take the MVP he wins this year to the shithole country and park it in somebody's crib. No. God
he's
bless.
a subpar defensive player. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So you got a subpar. Now you remember what Mutombo had to do, and he was one of the best defensive players in NBA history going up against Shaq. Shaq was beating Mutombo's butt. You remember in that Philly series for him? Yeah. Rodman, you can hold him. Rodman will hold him in the back though. He respected Rodman. Then it's grab his bum and hold him in there. Yeah.
Bum and grab his nuts and put his finger in his belly button, all kind of shit. Yeah. But that was their strategy. He was trying to win, and he did.
So my number 2 is Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, which is on your list at number 5. So right now we share Kareem and Hakeem, and that's it. But we got to hear your number 2.
Did I give you my 2?
You gave me Hakeem at number 5,
right.
Will Chamberlain at number 4, Kareem at number 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do have that written down. So it was a shakeup between my 2 guys, and I got to go old school for number 1. So Shaq, Superman, Diesel.
I thought you were saying my pick was disrespectful with Shaq. You got Shaq.
No, absolutely not. His dominance from LSU up to the NBA, and
he was processing. Shaq wasn't dumb out there.
No. I mean, the free throw thing, and the fact they said he spoke slowly. He needed one of them balls going on. Yes, Shit.
Let me tell you something. If I had his athleticism and I was that gifted and big and worked that hard, I would have practiced free throws for probably 5 minutes, in my career. Go ahead. I'm just saying I would have been dunking and smacking the backboard and blocking people's shots and drop stepping. And go ahead. Yeah,
that's the shit. That's the shit LeBron big ass should be doing for the last 5 years against any 3 or 4 they put that down there to guard them.
Any mouse in the house. Yep.
Just give them the business. And I mean, and Shaq wasn't pick and rolling, trying to get him a mismatch every time down the court. He didn't give a damn who was behind him. Once he set up next to that post,
I'm glad you said that. Ace, these idiots, that's what I said in today's rules. So Phil Jackson would have been calling that triangle. They would have ended it in the last 7 seconds with the ball in Kobe's hands. Jamal Murray is guarding Kobe. They're going to do a pick and roll. They're going to switch. And now you'd have had Jamal Murray against Shaq, and they would have switched all game in today's NBA. That is today's NBA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ain't no in hell Jokic could guard Kobe. Ain't no way in hell, and there's no way in hell Jamal Murray could do anything down there with Shaq.
Yeah, so you running that all day because Kobe's going to get hot and run about 20, 25 off against this guy. I don't give a damn who the hell. I don't give a damn if he is the second coming of a Pink Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Larry Bird. Right, those guys would have been offended. They would have been offended. Imagine that you got this guy on me. And you watch them. They switch everything. Go ahead. Imagine what?
Imagine the media asking Kobe after the game, what do you feel about the pick and roll when they put Jokic on you and they switch Murray to Shaq? Are you kidding me?
Man, it would have been so many alley-oops. It would have, oh my God. Especially the way they call it. It's like, you know how they don't be blowing the whistle?
Yeah.
So that would have hurt the attack of Shaq. They don't be blowing the whistle until they see if the shot go in. Man, Shaq would have been down there when people taking them fouls, little guys like that.
All right. And, it would be unintentional to hurt. And the pain they would be taking and the abuse they would be taking every game. But, it is what it is. I'm the diesel. And you got your center out here trying to guard Murray, which
your defensive, you're not a center like Elijah Wan, who could probably step out on Kobe and somewhat give you some realistic idea of we might be able to, no, but we're talking about Jokic. And everybody praises offenses, but not once during that series did they say that's bad defense by Jokic there. I didn't hear that once, and I saw some piss poor defense. I saw some good defense by him too, but I saw some piss poor efforts. I listen, I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to admit it because you guys are in Santa Claus land. You guys think this guy is Santa Claus.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. But yeah. No, of course they don't want to admit it. He's Larry Bird reincarnated. Murray Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan reincarnated. So they definitely are not going to mention that and why he's clogging up this whole island, standing in the way when he needs to be working on his game or pass the damn ball.
They used to mention Magic's defensive inefficiencies and shit. I'm just saying, if you're going to say how great a player is, you got to be realistic and at least talk about what he could do better. For all the kids out there watching.
And if you get into the finals, he's a great player, allegedly, and you want to accentuate his dominance or this, that, and the other. But, come on, going against Shaq and Kobe, it was nothing.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's hear your number one, and then we're going to combine scores after I give my number one. So right now you got Hakeem at 5, Wilt Chamberlain at 4, Cap at 3, and you got Shaq at 2. So we share Hakeem, we share Cap, and we share Shaq so far on our list. And who's your number one on your list there, fella?
Well, we don't know what's in their hearts.
Mhm.
up there in the Boston area, and the sports writers' hearts.
You don't know what was in Red Auerbach's heart, but he gave the
Yeah.
guy a job. I mean, he hired him.
Yeah,
He was
he
the
hired
first
him
one to
as
get
a
black players to earn money.
he hired him as a player, and he hired him as a coach player.
Mhm.
And you know, my number one is Bill Russell, because of the mental aspect, I'm sure,
Mental.
of what he had to face up there in Boston, as well as the physical aspect of being
Going up against Wilt.
11-time world champion, going up against anybody, whoever they rolled out there, he was ready to play. And,
Yeah,
you
but a
know,
lot of those chips it would have been Wilt's. You know, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He was
yeah.
He said
Yeah.
he would save his best defense for the end of the game against Wilt. Like he'd
Mm.
let Wilt get off and have it
Yeah.
easy, not easy, but but then
Yeah,
he'd turn
yeah.
it up on him down the stretch. Yeah.
Let him get them finger rolls, them some of
Yeah.
those layups. Yeah.
Think he got it going, and then all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my guy, Bill Russell. I was watching an episode of what was that? Pawn Stars. This guy it's from a few years ago before Will passed, unfortunately. And this guy brought in his basketball card collection, and had some Will Chamberlain cards, and he just sold the whole lot for $20,000. He had like 500 or some cards, and they brought in an expert, and the expert was like, Will really didn't like signing autographs, of course, because he was probably up in Boston getting called the N-word after winning the game or winning the championship or whatever.
You mean Bill Russell?
Bill Russell, yeah. That's what I said.
Okay, yeah.
Bill Russell is what I meant. And he didn't really sign autographs. This guy had 70 Bill Russell mint cards.
So you're saying it was rare that he signed autographs, and this guy has 70 of them in that pack.
Yeah, because this particular company, they sent you out. You bought the cards, and you won the opportunity to get a signed card. So you would send it in to the company, and they send you back possibly the signed card by this Hall of Fame player. And this dude has 70 Wilt Chamberlain cards, and not Wilt Chamberlain, I'm sorry, Bill Russell cards.
Yeah,
and
they're both noobs. Yeah.
Yeah. And he sold them for a bag of beans, man. And then they auctioned them off for like $99 a piece, and a couple of years before, unfortunately, that Bill Russell died. But it was just painful to see that he had 570 mint cards, and
Rare mint cards, and
rare.
he gave him away for some meth and some fentanyl.
Yeah, to the Pawn Stars, and then they
Yeah.
auctioned them off for some more meth and fentanyl, and they held on to them for a couple of years. But they business is to burn and churn. Them cards would be priceless.
Priceless. Yeah, priceless. I would have had invited the NBA players on their way to the strip club. Sit down here. We got some. You can spend some of this money right here. John Morant, put that gun down over there. What you doing? Get off Instagram. We're trying to, sell y'all some stuff and sign this.
That 6 on your uniform. This is the card for it, man.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's your number one. My number one, in case y'all haven't figured it out, is Wilt the Stilt.
All right.
Yeah, and it was it was tough compiling this list, but I also added the eye test in here as well. So Bill Russell's got 7 points.
You can't really put in the racism factor for all these guys as far as accolades that they should have received, or how can Wilt Chamberlain score 100 points in an NBA game and they're not filming this shit? because of you know they're trying to still develop the damn league. This guy's 7 feet tall. He's unstoppable. You got to change the rules to stop him, but you're not smart enough to make rules to have him in a position to be seen nationally or internationally, whatever type of television they had at the time. So, man.
Yeah, well,
still,
they changed the rules, man.
yeah.
And you know, they it's funny, they started changing all the rules after Shaq left, you know what I mean, and made them soft, you know. Yeah, it's weird. All right,
Yeah.
so here's what we got. This is gonna be tough.
All right.
Bill Russell has 7 points.
Uh-huh.
Shaq has 7 points.
Shaq
Wilt
Diesel.
has 7 points. Hakeem has 5 points.
The
1,
Dream.
3, 4. And Cap's got 4. So we know Cap is on our list. He's the number 5 greatest center combined. Cap.
All right.
Now, the
Sorry,
right, but
Cap.
Cap, and then you got Hakeem.
Yeah.
Hakeem's got to be, because he's, yeah. Hakeem is number 4. He was number 1 on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And number 3, we got to decide between Wilt, Bill Russell, and Shaq for the number 3. I feel like Shaq should be number 3 on that list.
Yeah, I mean, you got the other guys higher. So, yeah, I can go with Shaq.
And he played with Kobe Bean, you know, getting a lot of that. All right, so Shaq at number 3. So it comes down to the 2 noops, Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain. And you know, Ace, I'll agree. Yeah, because I even said it when we did the show. I'll agree to put Wilt at number 2 and Bill Russell is number 1.
All right.
So here's our combined list. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number 5. The Joker's a honorable mention. I win that by default. So the Joker's honorable mention. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 5 because he would have destroyed Joker. Hakeem Olajuwon is number 4. He also would have destroyed Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Shaq Diesel is number 3, who also would have destroyed Joker.
Is this a common thing?
Wilt Chamberlain is number 2, who also would have destroyed Joker. And Bill Russell, I mean, 5-time MVP.
Yeah.
Defensive guru.
Yeah. But you know,
I'd have liked to see that matchup.
Bill versus Wilt.
Bill versus Joker. He blocks his shot again. He blocks it again. He's got another steal.
Yeah, you know, they analytically broke down Bill Russell's steps and where he was going to get the ball and whatever the hell he was doing in that shithole country at the time before they played. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I like this list, man. It's funny, we've got a lot of old school guys, and we both said it's still open-ended on Joker.
Yeah.
But I hang my hat on this list because all these guys played D, except maybe Wilt. I never heard a lot about his defense, but he sure blocking a lot of shots and getting a lot of defensive rebounds and shit.
Yeah, I like Joker too. I don't know if his defensive prowess would ever come about, especially at this term in his career and his age. But all you can do is hope to see what the other. He has something that the other guys consider on this list to be great. We'll see.
Yeah, 50% from 3. Go ahead with your final words and close it out, bro.
All right. My final words. I love all of these melanated centers. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see Wilt in his prime, and television wasn't really around to show us great games, such as the 100-point game. I was able to see the prowess
He was playing against a bunch of little misgenders. They were little people and they were misgenders, according
Yeah,
to today's media.
yeah, but you can only play who's on the schedule. When he was in college, and out there in, was it San Francisco or Oakland? When he was in college, they gave him a scholarship. He played whoever's on the schedule. Same in the NBA, same in high school for him, and same in grammar school for him. So, I mean, come on. It is what it is. You're talking about you had to eliminate Duncan from the game because of Wilt's size. But imagine if that rule
sounds like you want to switch Wilt and Bill Russell around on this list.
Well, you got Bill Russell got the chips, and he threw the thumb at the NBA once he was done. He got the chips for playing and for coaching, which a lot of these.
Wilt Manute slept with over 100,000 pink girls. So
damn it, shit. Well, congratulations, Wilt.
And didn't go out like Zion. We forgot to cover that. And Zion Williamson, could play in 27 games and talk about himself in the third person. Zion's getting Instagram girls pregnant. Zion don't have time to get healthy and work on his game. But go ahead, bro. I mean, Wilt did all that and still showed up. Imagine how many chips he'd have had if he wasn't doing that.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't interested in not doing that and showing up with some no damn chips. So, shout out to Wilt and Bill Russell.
You imagine Wilt on Instagram? If he pulled a Paul Pierce or Wilt, boy, after he retired, well, Wilt probably would have been.
He would have never had to wear any shoes.
I got 20 of them tonight. This is your final word.
Come on through the Wilt Chamberlain mansion, or they probably would have gave him the grotto at the Playboy match. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of these guys are great, and in the time and the era, you go from the Wilt, you end up with Shaq and Kareem. People want to discount Cap because of the sky hook, but it was actually genius. It was a 45-foot shot, and all they had to do was get it up, and that was money. So
man, he'd have sky hooked the shit out of the Joker.
Yes, sir, he definitely would have. But yeah, I mean, final word is I love all of these guys. I wish that their history wasn't so completely maligned today as it is because of their errors. But like I said, I love all these guys, from Shaq to Kareem to Wilt to Bill Russell to Hakeem the Dream. It was a different era of basketball. It was a great era of basketball. We could see these big men dominate on the inside, rebound, play defense, and just be a force down in the hole from the left to the right. And
that's big, man. Protecting the paint, Ace. That's huge.
And I'm looking at these games now. I mean, especially when the starting center comes out.
Even when the starting center's out there, you got these little misgenders running to the hole, getting layups and dunks and falling on the court.
Yeah, there's no protection of the rim. You got the ball moving up to the top, out to the side, hit the cutter, and it's a layup or a dunk. So yeah, it really bothers me, the status and the situation of the game right now based on your personnel. So can we go back to the old school? Can we have our bigs out there getting it done on a night in and out basis every night? You go somewhere, you got Hakeem, you got Bill Russell, Wilt, Shaq, and Kareem just fighting it out to get their normal 20 plus points, rebounds, and man, it's sad to see that we have to not got to write these players off just to be in the top 5 because we don't keep as many centers and prowess these days. But the ones I picked, I can't say too much after them, man. You got Kareem and Shaq and Wilt and Bill Russell and Hakeem, the Joker, and had to drink some pink milk to stay out a little later. But, they eventually became adapted to what was going on there. And, that's my final word. Those are my guys. It's hard to press to think that you'd have anybody from this era that can ascend to this position as a center. You would think you'd have to just stop them either outside your room or somewhere near the garbage can, you got and take all these other guys away. I got my top 5 and I'm rolling with them. So that's how it's gonna be, man. Bill Russell. Ooh, Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem, and the Joker. And now the game's about the long ball, so the Joker is your your stretch 5 as your honorable mention. But the guys I just mentioned were the heart and soul of basketball for a long time, and they still are with me. So that's my final word. My top 5. I love the center position.
All right, well said. Well said. Yeah, and the reason I brought up this topic is because the guy who had the Gilbert Arenas and the drop dead gorgeous dude from Duke,
Leighton,
JJ Redick. They've been going across, the national scene saying that basically Joker's the best center to ever live. At 6'11", and with the athleticism he's bringing, he would have been a power forward back in the league that I knew, in the league that I loved, and he would have been a damn good power forward at that. But 6'11" wasn't really going to cut mustard unless you could get up and jump, and you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, wasn't going to cut mustard. So that's why I wanted to hear your list. And my list was Kareem number 5, Bill Russell number 4, Shaq number 3, Hakeem number 2, Wilt was number 1. I want to thank everybody for joining us on this journey. We ranked the top 5 NBA centers of all time. It was no easy task. However, after careful consideration and analysis of their stats, accolades, and impact on the game, we've come up with our individual list, and the Mouthpiece included combined list as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with patented sky hook, number 5, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon at number 4, Shaq Diesel at number 3, Wilt the Stilt at number 2, and Big Bill Russell at number 1. We have to ask anyone who's listening, who would you add or remove from the list? Would you add the Joker? This is what we want to know. And if you are going to remove someone, you have to add someone. We want to get your list. So that's the show today. If you catch us Sunday right here on TATN.
TATN.
Right here on TATN on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central. We're going to, on the Self-Love Show, we're breaking down the mysteries of our moon there, Ace. The mysteries of our moon.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. A lot of scientific data.
Ooh,
and then, what's that?
Saw a crazy moon down in Mexico. It was dark, and then it faded out one night, and then the next night it didn't come up to like 1, 2 in the morning. I mean, yeah.
I got the moon back here in my window, and it's weird, man. I'll be looking at it. Man, yeah, that's a whole nother show. Then we'll get at you guys with a topic for next week. Actually, though, Ace, be ready. Next week I'm actually interviewing people on the side as I compile my list. The top 5 greatest Chicago area legends of all time, basketball.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this
local legends. We got
local legends. Yes. Now, they didn't necessarily have to have made it to the NBA to make this list. You know what I'm saying?
Park legends.
I mean, you know, I mean, you got a Benji Wilson out there. He didn't make it for various reasons.
Yeah,
But yeah, just I'd say high school legends, college legends, just basketball legends.
yeah. Ronnie Fields,
Yeah,
Paul McPherson's.
yeah,
You know, you got your guys out of DePaul that end up having whatever struggles in life based on, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah.
yeah. We'll leave it to high school. Yeah, your Jamie Brandons. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
your top 5 Chicago area, not state of Illinois, but Chicago area hoop legends of all
Yeah.
time. High school. Your Derrick Roses.
Heroes.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a tough list to compile.
Heroes, Ronnie Fields, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah,
He had his toe in Chicago for a minute.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett would qualify.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know if that's going to be the hottest topic, but that's our top 5 we're going to compile next week, there, fella.
All right. All right. I got plenty of that. Well, I just rattled off a few, so I got to go dig deeper and get some deep names for you.
We got to get it down to 5, Ace.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's gonna be tough. Shot town.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be talking to some people, you know, see what their list is. We'll come up with something.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
We might put Smoke on there from Leo or Tori. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah, you got Big Mark Guay, you got
Big Mark.
you got some you got some guys in shot
Yeah,
that play some ball.
yeah, we don't get enough credit.
Right, absolutely.
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah. I mean, he just went to the Hall of Fame, so
Yeah, Terry Cummings.
TC, yeah, you got that's a heck of
Be
a
tough.
topic.
All right, so if you ever find yourself sliding through the south side or the west side of Chicago, might even be in Inglewood. You might even be dipping through Cali.
Yeah.
Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood. Better keep your head on a swivel. Better watch your 6.
Watch that 6, baby. For sure.
Checking your blind spot. Better guard your grill.
You know.
Knuckle up.
Especially if you're a mascot.
And don't
forget it.
And don't forget to.
Don't forget your mouthpiece. Come on now. What else you coming on here for?
Don't forget to bring
Before you end up all wet.
Huh?